All right, it's Tuesday, September 3rd, just following up on the SPY. This is kind of the 1 minute chart that continues lower. I described in the first video how I bought puts here on bar number 2 as it was heading down. And, now you've reached on the daily chart a 2 down day to the bottom of this range down here. So this is kind of a key little area. You're expecting it to kind of test lower and, give us a 2 down week, which would then have all kinds of targets into this gap between the high of this bar and the low of this bar. So at the bottom of this daily range, I was able to scale out, set up an always trade about the 565 puts at 767. I just scaled out at 870, a point higher, to set up a no risk trade. And we have the benchmark here of the open, which is the open of the day, it's the open of the week, it's the open of the month. And as long as we stay below there, we will see if we head lower, and we can do it at no risk right now since we followed through to the bottom of this daily range. So the daily range is here. It's a whole sideways area. So anything's possible. It's possible, we kind of hold in here and eventually reverse up in line with this uptrend that's been in place for 3 weeks that kind of had a little pullback last week, but then started higher towards the end of the week. But now this week we're starting down a little bit. So the key is, are we going to break through here to the downside and take out and move into these, into this whole gap area for the rest of the week? Or is it going to hold in here and then maybe get through the open and turn the continuity back to the upside? So I just scaled out to set up a no risk trade. I got the follow through from opening price action. So at no risk, I can kind of know that. I can kind of monitor it, and I know all the key reference points now and what I'm looking for. But if we can't really rally back up to the open, then you're kind of expecting, this low here, which is pausing at the moment, to kind of work down to this low, trigger the 2 down week, which triggers all kinds of moves into this gap all week long. So that's kind of the scenario here as we start the new month, and it's all at no risk, starting to the downside, and we'll just have to see what happens for the rest of the day and for the rest of the week.